Hey, thumbs up. Thank you kindly. Cheers to you. Have some pretty cool. Check this out, chocolate mint. Look at this colors. Look at the color of the chocolate mint. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? And this makes the best tea, and so good for my belly. I feel better after I have a cup of tea. And you'll need a couple, 3 leaves. You don't need a lot of leaves, but I'm bottling up with the jar, and then showing how I put it in the cupboard for when I need my chocolate mint. And I have sage dried ready, lemon balm, spearmint, and oregano, lemon balm, spearmint, chocolate mint. Right. And then the rest isn't ready yet, but I'm getting there. Good morning still. Just boxing up the chocolate mint. It's at the right stage to go into the jar. Okay. So thank you for the thumbs up. If you could share, that would be great. And this is spearmint, this one. This one's spearmint. And that make it just beautiful for so many things, from making a cup of tea to making a nice breath freshener. Or I chew on these lemon balm sticks for my toothbrush, and I make a little, it's a lemon balm. Smells like lemon balm, and you just chew it up, and you can use hemp stalk for that too, and you just make like a toothbrush. There's many that you can do that with, like it's a sage, lots, but my favorite is the lemon balm, and then I just clean my teeth with it. And it seems that yeah, making coffee. Yeah, coffee's good. Rick Thieland. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep. And yeah, so I'm just going to try to box up some of this. Wait for a couple more people who come in, and just boxing that up. There we go. Water is life. Yeah. Check that shirt out. Hey, look at that. Grab that. Hey. No more pipeline. There's lots of energy from the sun, and don't worry about it. There's lots of water to get a desalination plant going on. For real, like, there's so much fear and out there that it's just incredible to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to box this up. I don't want to crush it up too much, so I'm going to try to put it in all with there we go. And that be one. Sure smells good. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then once I've dried it, like I hung it up and I let it dry for 2 or 3, maybe 4 days, depending on the humidity in the air. And then I make sure there's a current, and I dry it out of the sun, but there's got to be an air current constantly. And then I lay it out onto a plate like this for another 3 or 4 days. And then now that it's dry like this, I can put that in the cupboard, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. This is good for. If I want to seal that, I just put it into the oven for 5 minutes. But don't put it in there. Let it heat up. Put it in there, and it's just to seal it. You can even seal it, but I don't bother. But if I wanted to last for a super long time, I would. The mint goes with so much food. It's in all Arab cooking, and like Lebanese cooking especially. They welcome visitors with mint tea. So yeah, we'll do up another one. I think I might get 2 jars out of this pile. Maybe I'll make a mint tea. I have company coming. So, yep. Oh, it smells wonderful. Dry orange leaves make a tasty tea. Yeah, I have that actually. I have dried lemon leaves too, and I have so that's pretty good. I ended up with two jars to go into my pantry. I have to go through my pantry too because I have like stuff that's coming out of date. I'm sure of it. It's probably 10 years old, some of my canned goods. Well, you don't eat it all that year, but it's always interesting to see how long it actually lasts for, which is kind of cool. Rainbow Green Hands, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Rick Thielen's in here. There we go. And I don't know if still in here. Yeah, I was just at your channel, Rambo Green Hands. Yeah, you were planting onion sets. Very good thing to do. I do that as well. My onions are almost ready to harvest, though. I'm probably a little bit ahead of the UK. It's more of a Mediterranean climate here. We grow figs, olives, Meyer lemon outside. Valencia lemon too, but you got to have a little shelter around it. Lemongrass is green too with mint. Can't see. There's a great too with mint. Oh, really? Lemongrass. That grows here too. My neighbor, she's from Africa, and she grows lemongrass all year round here. I was quite impressed with it. I'm like, this is Canada, and she's like, yeah, I know. But she has these concrete boxes made by her late husband, and that warms up for radiant heat during the night. And I was just like, oh, cool. Learn something new all the time. Yeah, you're way ahead. Yeah. Well, I kind of improvise a little bit and sometimes a lot. Like when you see my lettuce growing, that was planted in the winter time with a glass jar over it. So I'm generally I get food about a month ahead of people that grow here. You see, so yeah, so I'm well out front. Still says when family or friends come visiting Puerto Rico, they bring me back dried herbs, leaves, and twigs for tea making. It's important to have that cup of tea. I have a cup of coffee, but one of the things I dried was, this is going to make a nice cup of tea. I have someone coming today to visit. So, but this is, I'm making today. Oh my, it's a big one. I'm making today this here, and this is horseradish leaves. So I'll be stripping down the stalk and stuff from this. Then I'll be putting all the dried material into my KitchenAid, and then I'll just hit the button and I'll add a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of salt. And if you want, you can add a little bit of sugar, but I don't. I like it. This is super hot. I forget that scale that they all use, but this here makes hot chili peppers look like chump change. But this is a real parasite killer. What it does is this really full of pepsin. But then there's a lot of other things in there, a lot of minerals too. But this is my own, and I know it's not the wasabi plant that grows in Japan, but over here in North America, all they do is horseradish root with a bit of dye, and they give you that for wasabi at the sushi shop. This is probably a lot more. Well, I know it's a lot better, but I mean it's a lot closer to wasabi. But actual wasabi is not spicy at all. Actual wasabi is actually very mild. My friend just came back from Japan, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. And his wife's Japanese, and she put it on to the food, and he's like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't spicy at all. And I'm like, oh, but yeah, I better read some of this. Odom. Oh, hey, Odom. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. My onions will be ready in July. Cool. Cool. Bless all in the chat. Yes, blessings to everyone in the planet. I don't have lemongrass. I have lemon balm. Love it. My green tea. Yes. Yes, I have a large amount hanging above my head of lemon balm. I like it hanging above my head. It cleans the air. It's a nice, beautiful cleanse. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, enjoy your day. All the lemon balm. The lemon balm. It's good. Yeah, yeah. Lemon balm is perfect for men. Hey. Yeah, yeah. Botanists have fallen off Alps in Switzerland and in Italy looking for and traveling and bringing back lemon balm. I read it somewhere about some botanist. I forget his name, but yeah, yeah. Hey, how to garden, Dave Knight. Well, hey, buddy, I was just at your channel looking over your beer for when I visit Ontario. Yeah. I like that geodesic dome there. Hey, that you have for the greenhouse, your neighbor or something. That's ideal. And I love your greenhouse, man. You got lettuce and parsley right there. You got best lunch ever. Yeah. Yeah. That horseradish sting. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you want. That's ideal. Like when I look at my blood underneath the microscope, my live blood, and when I do it as often as I can, I have a friend with a lab up the road, and well, actually, family. So anyway, yeah, I'm due to go there soon, and he's going traveling with his microscope, and he's all excited that he's going to be going to these conventions and stuff. He's been to them before, but it gets him out of the little village. But you'd be amazed at at what horseradish does for you. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a great deal. And how to gardens here. I've dehydrated a lot of herbs for tea, lemon balm, chocolate mint, spearmint, oregano is my favorite fresh. Yeah, I dry the oregano because the Mexican oregano or the Greek oregano is okay, and Italian oregano. There's a slight difference with them. Some grow bigger, some stay small. But I planted 3 kinds of thyme this year too. So yeah. Um, Facts. Real wasabi is amazing. It needs pure spring water to grow. Very difficult to produce. Yeah, you can order up actually wasabi uh, slips offline, and then you like you said, you have to have a flowing creek. and it has to be spring water or something like that. You can't have your chlorine and fluoride in your water, it's. I've never grown it, but I'm tempted to, and I've done a little bit of research, and we're in the similar climate here that it would grow as it grows in Japan, and it's super expensive. It's not cheap at all. Have real wasabi. Yeah, wasabi. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and it's when my friend had the food, his wife made the food with her family and stuff, and he said that his wife used a little like a little mandolin type that's skinny, and it just like up, fluffed up and dropped right onto the sushi. Like that is that fresh. He was impressed with it. I'm impressed with it. I want to go to Japan. Them guys, they go back and forth to Japan all the time and stay there 6 months, 3 months, a year, whatever. They're used to having really good food. Like food sold right on the street corner where they live, like vegetables and if you want something made for you, you can just walk around the block and there's like all kinds of people selling food and other things and fresh food that's picked that morning, like an orange or something like that. He was amazed at how cheap it was. But then when you go to the airport or you go to a big box store, it's super expensive, right? So he liked just walking around and enjoying himself and having a good time. Like he's a really good guy. He built his own food forest here. He came to see mine, and then he asked, "Do you think we could have one at his place?" I said, "Sure, man. We can build them anywhere." I did not know what kind of place it was, and then I'm looking at it, and I went, "Well, there's no soil, and it's all rock." And I went, "Well, we just make soil, so." Yeah. Yeah. I have a new polycarbonate greenhouse. I have to get it up before fall. Oh yeah. Yeah. Rocket stoves and greenhouses, they grow, you want to grow something for winter time like tomatoes and cucumbers, you need it. You can do it. You can do it. Hope so. Okay, Odom's nice. How to Garden Dave Knight. Okay, everybody's saying hello. The greenhouse dome is in the Ottawa Valley. I saw that. That's that geodesic dome. Yeah. A leftover from Buckminster Fuller. That's why we have geodesic housing today, like your house. That's what that's called, and it's like, the last 56 years, and then they're just a pile of mold. I don't like geodesic housing. I like cob house. I mean, you can go and look at cob houses like in southern France or in New Mexico, and they're like 1,000 years old. The geodesic house, but I mean, for a greenhouse, it's perfect. I thought it was the best greenhouse. It just doesn't have a all one shape, and it had like different shape and texture to it, and everything looks so healthy inside there. Yeah, it looked very healthy. But yeah, I'd love to build a cob house or even a cave. Take a cave. It's on my mind every day that I wake up. I think about making a cave or a cob house. Every day. It doesn't leave me. So yeah, I got to try to get more sleep. Hope so, Rambo. Trying to get a lot of trees started to sell next year. Really trying to get my nursery up and going. Well, just don't stop. Keep plugging away at it. Slow and steady wins the race. It's so expensive price for the wasabi. Yep, it is not cheap. And people are saying hello and Odom's Homestead, you got this. Just keep calm and grow on. Yeah, it's a cumulative. You make your soil, you make your air layered trees, and you make your shrubs, and you just keep going, and you look after them, and that's where they can get a little lost in transmission there. Learn that from the medical system here. You get lost in transmission. But anyway, the plant needs to be loved every day and just admired, and you'll see what its wants and needs are. So yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I built several nurseries over the years, and I'm done now. I'm done projects. I'm just gonna go fishing now and dig my cave or build my cob house. That's on my agenda. Maybe travel a little bit, but I tried to travel last year or year before last, and it didn't go well for me. Ended up I got attacked by wasp, and it wasn't good. Yeah, Odom's Homestead. Yeah. I don't know much about wasabi. Have to do more research on that. Yeah, it needs clean running water like a creek. Yeah, the cave would be strong. Well, I mean, man's first home apparently was a cave. Well, Jesus hung out in a cave with his sheep right outside. So, from what I hear, offers great protection. Look at a bear. Look at a fox. Look at a rabbit. Look at a mouse. Look at a gopher. A lot of birds. Chickens will go and dig a cave. You know, yeah, offers protection. Yeah. And once you've dug out a cave, I've watched a lot of people make caves, right? And clay, straw, and stone, sand. Yeah, you can make caves opulent. The most impressed I've been was this lady. She was well over 90 years old, and she was in a war zone. I'm not going to mention what war zone, but and she gathered up all the orphan kids, and she's running by dead bodies when she's getting out of the village, right? So she gets outside and she finds a spot where the sun comes up in the morning and it hits the entrance right away. And I thought, geez, that's pretty cool. So it warms up first thing. So she dug her cave in like this and had this out here where the sun comes up in the east and goes down the west. And then so about 4 feet into the cave, she made a hole and put her pipe there. And she put her pipe down inside and made her cob oven there. So she cooks right in her cave, teaching the kids how to read and write. The kids were all happy. They weren't her kids. They were just ones, that she rounded up. Everyone have a blessed weekend. You too, Odoms. But a cave is very cool. A cave. You don't think of a cave, you think of a house. But a cave is, takes a day or two to make, and you got a home. And it was interesting that she had all the kids inside the cave during the war that was going on. And if people would visit her and bring her food from, different world agencies and stuff. And I don't know how many kids she had in the cave with her, but she had them all learning and reading and writing. And it was in her language. She knew how to read and write. So she thought the kids should read and write. So every time there was a video put out on her, you see all the kids lined up inside the cave, and they're constantly learning reading and writing. Yeah. Small. Okay, here we go. The cave would be strong. Yes. I've lost a lot of rooted fig cuttings in this weather last few weeks. There's something timing or something there. It's not quite. Maybe too cold if the root got cold or too wet. That a blow to Odom's home. Yeah. Do air layered Odom. Do air layers if you can. That's a little easier and it's guaranteed. Everyone have a blessed weekend. You too, Odom. Small furry animals grooving in the cave with Pig Floyd. Yeah. Rambo Green. I have to go back to work. Have a great week. And even more fantastic week ahead. Yeah. Well, thank you kindly for being here. You all take care. And yeah. So off to do the spearmint, isn't it? No, I think I want to do the sage is next. This was winter sage. Compared to summer sage, look how big the leaves are. They're like 3 times the size. So yeah, I'm gonna do that up. And here's my jar. I don't like to squish in my herbs. I like to crush and rub, do a rub with the sage. And a little bit more. I have to go and cut a bunch today too. At the new food forest on my street. I love to say that. That's always very catchy. Yep. Yeah, drying your herbs is now to do it with this heat and in the shade inside. And make sure there's an air current. Sage. Make you smarter. Sagey. Yep. Sage. Nice. I'm loading up pretty quick here. Where is, up there. Okay, there we go. One more. Next one to be loaded up is the spearmint. Check that out. My smoked salmon jars are getting low. Is that right? That's a rough time there, Mr. Knight. Oh, my future toothbrush. You see that? Spearmint stock. Mouthwash kills all the good bacteria in your mouth, eh? It's not good because then you have nothing for your biota and your biome. Hope I can say that on here. Not nice, eh? Beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna keep my here's my toothbrush pile. This isn't ready to jar up. It's still a little damp because the stalk is bendable. When the stalk goes snap, then you know your herbs are okay to put in a jar. So this one's not okay. Just a little learning tip there. So your smoked salmon is low. I wish I had extra smoked salmon. I could send you some, but I sent out mega of that this year to people in Canada. I sent it out to them. They were quite happy to get it. It grows here as a weed. So yeah. No. Smoked salmon. Yeah. This is pretty cool. Just taking it off the stalk, and then the stalk is my toothbrush. Hey? Huh? Who's bad? I'm keeping my hemp ones this year for my toothbrush. And this is the first year I'm going to be loading up on molasses, unsulfured molasses for growing the microbes here. And that's what I'm going for. Oh yes, most definitely. Do I miss anybody? Happy Saturday. There we go. Carrie's Musing. Welcome, 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 Carrie's Musing. Good to see you. There we go. Mercy. Oh, okay. I don't know you. You're new here, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, host. Okay. Mercy. I don't know how to say your name. Makali Naguku. Well, I'll have to learn how to say your name because that's important. Welcome here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just doing a little bit of dried herbs. Thumbs up. Well, thank you kindly. Yeah, that helps. Happy Saturday, Dave Knight. Have a great May 24th weekend, Howie. I must go plant the squash. It's time. I was impressed that your tomatoes were put out on April 22nd, I think you said. That's impressive for Ontario. I was impressed with that, and they looked very healthy. I mean, I did do that here too, but it had a rough time because of the cold. And I was like, from April 12th on, I was in and out of the hospital for a week at a time. So I kind of missed the opportunity to look after my tomatoes. Your tomatoes look better than mine. You have a good long weekend. It's a happy May 24th weekend there. And save me some beer, eh? Tell we're Canadian. Well, Earthling first. See you, Dave. Oh, you're welcome there, Carrie. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. My future toothbrush. Eh? Stalk of the spearmint. Toothbrush. Yeah. Lots of flowers on plants. Lake Erie helps. Yeah, it would be. That would be just a big radiant heat from the lake. The lake heats up and spreads the heat during the night. Absolutely. Yeah. You have fun planting there, Dave. You'll be impressed with them squash. There's a couple of types there. There's the Georgia Candy Roaster and then my squash. Yeah. Yeah, I still have squash, the seed that I sent you. I still have the sister to that squash, and it's still it just stays a long time. It can store for a long time. Yeah, and that's key. A food staple is enduring when times are rough. Times can get rough for earthlings if there's nothing on the shelf. Hey, you better have some stored food. Yep. No stored food? Well, you have to get in a lineup and things go wrong. Never get in a lineup. That's the worst place to go. Somebody wants you there in that lineup. That's the way we all looked at it. Not happening. I'm not getting in the lineup. If someone says get in a lineup, I'm running. Going for my cave, my underground room. Beautiful. Yep. It's like breath of fresh air. Take that all day long. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Never met anybody that had a name Mercy. That means thank you in French. Yeah. Somebody named Jewel. Yeah, I'm going to let this sit on the plate because look, see, it doesn't break. It still bends. You can't put that in a jar and store it because you're at about 30, 20, probably 20% humidity there. So no good for storage yet. No. You must have it fully dried up to 5% humidity. You can store for 6 months before that goes bad. But fully dried should last for years in a dark, cool place. Yeah. Should. It's 5:30 in the morning. Daylight outside. That's pretty good. Oh, here's a nice toothbrush with tendrils. See that? So, y'all want to see me brush my teeth? Yeah. There you go. Howie's toothbrush. Ooh, I have a coffee. Yep. Another toothbrush for Howie. For real, like that's how you chewed this. Mostly you chewed this end into a fibery thing, and then you brushed your teeth. Okay. That was the first toothbrush. And hemp too, and lemon balm stock is really good. But hey, there's no toothbrush on the shelf. Do you want to keep brushing with your old toothbrush? I don't think so. Not for me. Yep. good way to get sick is not having a new toothbrush. The only fit thing to brush your teeth with, as far as I'm concerned, is some baking soda. All the rest of that gunk they put into a tube and sell, I don't know about that, man. Do some research. This is what worked before. This will what will work again in the future. Sorry. Irony. Yeah. So I can't box this up. So that's, I might be able to do a lemon balm. So that's done. Spearmint. This is spearmint. Oh, so what a grand day to be alive to smell mint. Beautiful. Very beautiful. So I can't box that up because it still has moisture. But I have this other one called lemon balm. Check that out, hey. This makes the best tea. I mean, it's just awesome tea. Got to do the old test here. And look at this. It's not breaking. It's not going snap. It's still pliable. So I can't box this lemon balm up. It's imperative to not have that moisture content because microbes have this tendency to grow, and sometimes they're not good microbes. Sometimes they're very bad microbes. Okay, we'll check this one out and see how this is another lemon balm, but a different age. So, what's this? There, see now this is ready. See that? It just breaks. Let's get in there and see if it's all not see. Test 3 times too when you're checking this out. See, this is not storable yet. When you're having this pliability, you can't store that in a jar and put it in the cupboard. You just can't. It doesn't work. So this needs more sitting. And I just leave it on the table or the counter where there's airflow because I hung this for like 3 to 5 days, depending on the humidity. It's a feeling you get. So this lemon balm smells wonderful, but it's just not ready for a jar. Now, if you were going to store this in the freezer, it would be okay. Like you're putting it in the jar and then storing it in the freezer, that's okay. But that's not what I'm doing. So my next one is oregano. This oregano is called Mexican oregano. And so we'll jar this one up. This one I know is ready. Well, it should be ready. Let's have a look. Let's take some leaves off and test. Yeah. So hear that? Hear it? That's ready to go in a jar. Well, let's do it 3 times. We can't be doing. There we go. There we go. So this is ready to go into a jar. So that's fantastic. I like to leave it on the stalk, but some people don't. So, yeah. Well, I got to make up some for a friend, and I won't leave the stalk on. Oh, see? Hear that? That's ready to go in a jar. Failure to have that. You're wasting your time. There's something pleasant about putting your herbs away. It shows how much you love the herbs. You see? Yeah. Remember the test. That's the test. It's got to snap. Hang it for a few days, any herb, as long as it's dry. When the current is flowing, the air current, when it's mostly dry, take it apart. Make sure it's not too clumped together. You want to open things up. So, yeah. Da-da-da, da-da, da-da, da-da. Ooh, I'm getting there. Oh, you can sure smell it. I'm bringing some to a friend. So, and I'm blending some too. Some sage, oregano, and rosemary and thyme. There's one other one too. I'm going to put as a blend for cooking. My friend does a lot of cooking, so I'm going to stop by. I want to see how his lemon and orange trees are all doing. I grew a bunch of citrus for him from seed, a dozen years ago, and so I want to visit. So that's one of the things I'm doing this long weekend. I don't know what are you all doing on a long weekend besides watching me pack away herbs? Uh-oh, went down a few. Yeah. The test. Here's the test. Hey. Unknown what that is. Yeah. Mm. Sure, a cloudy day out there. This will be a good day to go and direct sow a bunch of squash and a couple, three of the food forest. You know, sure would be. Sure, a quiet chat. Maybe there's something wrong. Did I shut it off or something? I don't know much about technology. There we go. Oh, it seems to be working. Okay. Hope I'm not boring you. Well, we're coming up on the hour here, so if anybody has any questions, might want to ask them in the next 10 minutes. Nice sound. Mexican oregano. Beautiful. Beautiful oregano. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful oregano. Yeah. Hey, so blessed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just doing I dried this oregano out, and then I hung it and dried it, and then for 3 to 5 days, and then I put it on a plate for 3 to 5 days, and now I tested it a few times, but this is the test. When it breaks like that, that can be put into a jar and put into the cupboard out of the sunlight. It's basically, there's a bunch of different ones. The Mexican oregano is good. Yes, it's very good. I like it on pizza, spaghetti, on my bread, in my bread. And yeah, chicken. I love it on chicken. I love it in my quesadilla with cilantro, and I grow cilantro out here. Oh yeah, if it's crunchy or it snaps, good to go. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of mint went in there with that one. Awesome. So I boxed up some chocolate mint. There's some chocolate mint. That was crunchy, so I love chocolate mint. It's my favorite. Spearmint and chocolate mint. The mixologist, yeah. That's a good one. A specialty in mixing. Yeah, that's pretty good. A mixologist. I like that. You're a creative thinker. Well done. You know, I'm almost close to. I have to get my labeling thing out. I've got a pen there, so I want to label it. Feels nice. Woo! It's going to be nice on my chicken or my potatoes, my roasted new potatoes. Oh, my potatoes are almost ready. They're like little guys like that, like that. And I'm like, ooh, I could sneak a bunch, but it would be sneaking. Put your hand down there, feel around and grab a few spuds, But I like new potatoes with the fresh caught salmon. Yeah. Good morning, chat. Yes, good morning, chat. There's been a few people coming and going, and keep getting some kind of hair in my ear. It's annoying. But here's my oh, come on, baby. There we go. This is the horseradish green leaf part, and it's dried, and I'm gonna put this in my KitchenAid and make my own wasabi, sort of called wasabi, but it's just like what you get from the sushi store, but this will be better. And this is I've hung this and dried it, and then for like a few days, and then a lot of people do freeze drying and stuff like that. I'm not a fan, but if that's what you're doing, It just tastes different to me. I like a nice natural dry. But if you're doing that, that's okay. I mean, that's okay too. So this I can now put my lid on, and I have a pen somewhere, and I could write on there Mexican oregano. I'm just going to put MO on. I know what that is. Well, I might know what it is, but this pen don't work. Huh. Well, isn't that something? There we go. MO, Mexican oregano. Yep. And this is chocolate mint. Must have a smell. Chocolate mint. So that'd just be CM. And CM. And then this is sage. Oh yeah, check out this sage. Bottled that up earlier. And I just need to put an S on there. That's Mexican oregano. Okay. There we go. What do you make with the chocolate mint? Well, a lot. Smells good. Nice and clean. Well, chocolate mint, obviously tea, but I also put it in cookies and dumplings and lamb. Not that I eat a lot of lamb, but once in a while I will. So healthy for you. But poor little lammies. I've got a conscience. Tearing my shirt or what? Oh no, I was painting. Look. There's a lot. You can put it in your soap, and then there is your mint toothbrush. Make a little bit, and toothbrush. So lemon balm and mint are all under the same genus. So you chew up a little piece of mint sprig that you've dried, and that's your toothbrush, and then just throw it in the compost or your pathway soil bank, or just throw it out into the garden. Yeah, it's pretty easy stuff for making your just everyday usages from like when you have leftover mint or you're growing mint. Mice don't like that. Mice don't come here. People are like, you put your compost and your kitchen waste out there. I'm like, yeah. And you won't see a mouse anywhere. Well, all the owl houses too help, but I have mint throughout the entire food forest and several different kinds too. And I like that. It keeps ticks away. I don't have ticks here. Like next door, they'll have ticks and they're all, oh, there's ticks. I'm like, I don't have them here. Sorry. Right? The mint does a lot. It freshens your breath, it freshens your pillowcase, soap, perfume. When I'm making my fish fertilizer, I put in mint so it doesn't stink up the neighborhood. There's a lot of uses to mint. I mean, you'll even figure some out that I don't even know, because you'll have a necessity and that'll be your invention. You're inventing a use, what could be used here. Like if I go out hiking to keep ticks off me, I'll put a couple of fresh sprigs in my jacket pocket here and there. I'll throw some in my runner. I'll put some mint oil on. That's where you're going to get like Lyme disease and crap like that. It's from ticks. They carry it. And it's not pleasant. It's very difficult to get rid of Lyme disease. You have to see your doctor. Go see your doctor. I have a small mint collection, but not the chocolate mint. There's orange mint, there's chocolate mint, there's spearmint, there's Russian mint, there's French mint, English mint, Norwegian mint. There's mint that grows wild that I find often different kinds of mint. I've gone to where the outer edge of First Nations harvesting areas, like 200-300 years ago, and there's wild mint there. And it's like a fur on it. It's like, oh my God. And you put the mint, when you get the new potatoes, you put the mint right in there. Okay? When you're boiling them, you got minty potatoes. Oh, they're delicious. So a little bit of red salmon, wild red salmon with a little dill and a little squeeze of lemon. Doesn't take much to live really good, even though you're not rich with cash, but you're rich with ideas and love. So you're okay. Right? If you could hit that thumbs up on the way in and say hello when you're here, that would be good. If you don't say hello, that's okay too. It just means you're an introvert, most likely, or something like that, which is okay too. You just don't want to be around people. I get it. I get it a lot. Oh, maybe some of them introverts left. Yeah, I was an introvert for a long time. I didn't care for people too much. They were always a problem. Now it's I don't lose sleep over people anymore. Yeah. Well, I'm going to call it today, and I might go live again when I'm outside. But thank you all for being here, and much love and mad respect. And get up and harvest your herbs and spices and dry them out, hang them for a few days, lay them on a plate for a few days, and then make sure I'll do the test again that you do this and it goes like that. See that snap? If it doesn't do that, it doesn't go in a jar. Great long weekend, folks. Much love. Lots of love, a whole lot of love. That's peace brings love and love brings peace. So if you're praying for peace, it means you're praying for love too. Okay. You all take care. Much love, mad respect. Oh, Wendy Benjamin, welcome. Rats, missed you. That's okay. I'll be back later. I just have to get some breakfast and some coffee in me, and I'm going live outside. I'm hoping to. Don't quote me. Anything could happen, right? Crows could attack me. You notice crows lately are all going, you go near their nest. Yeah. But yeah, cheers. Cheers, everyone.